In teaching a lesson on the concept of thirds, Miss Chu uses a divide and set aside procedure. She starts with a certain number of colored discs, divides them into 3 equal groups, and sets one group aside to illustrate 1/3. She repeats the procedure by taking the discs she had not set aside, dividing them into 3 equal groups, and setting one of these groups aside. If Miss Chu wants to be able to complete the divide and set aside procedure at least 4 times without breaking any of the discs to pieces, which of the following is the minimum number of colored discs? So, minimum number of colored discs she can start with. So we're looking for the minimum. So the process in and of itself looks sort of involved. So let's try the example out. And so with A, we get, so she starts with 12, and then, so she divides them into thirds, right? So then she's going to divide it into 4, 4, and then 4. And then she takes and then she sets this aside. So then she'll set this aside. So next, she takes these two together, and so so she takes these two and then does it with 8, and then divides these into thirds. So this would be like 8 thirds, 8 thirds, and then 8 thirds. And so we're not able to do A because we get 8 thirds, which is not whole number, so it can't be A. And actually, this problem, when you think about it, how did we go from 12 to 8? We took out a third, right? So that leaves 2 thirds that are left. And so 12 times 2 thirds is equal to 8. And so the process here is when we need to complete the procedure 4 times, at least 4 times, that's like saying we need to be able to multiply by 2 thirds 4 times and still get a whole number at the end. And so what number can we take? Let's call x, that when we multiply by 2 thirds 4 times, we're going to get some whole number. So this is also equivalent to saying x times 16 over 81 is a whole number, right? So what is the smallest x can be? Well, it's going to be 81, right? Because x has to be at least 81 for us to get a whole number here. So let's just say we tried 15, right? So 15. So let's do this by order. So in B, if we plug in 15, we get 15 times 16 over 81. So divide by 3. So we get 5 times 16 over 27, which is no good. That doesn't work. In C, 27 times 16 over 81. Factor of 3, 16 over 3. That does not work. Finally, in D, we have 54 times 16 over 81. So factor of 27. So we get 32 over 3, which is also not a whole number. But then when we plug in E, 81 times 16 over 81, we get 16, which is a whole number. And so the answer is going to be E. And that's 51.